First item would be adoption of the agenda. Second. Moved and seconded on adoption. All those in favor? Motion's carried. Well, it's indeed our pleasure today to welcome a number of guests and recipients of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal. Last year at the Federation of Canadian Municipalities conference in Saskatoon, we learned for the first time that the federal government was offering municipalities a unique opportunity to celebrate the people who help build communities. And through the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, which is representing over 2,000 communities across Canada, the federal government invited us to award, at that time anyway, a Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal to a citizen who has made an exceptional contribution to his or her community. And of course that program has been the centerpiece of a year-long series of Diamond Jubilee initiatives by the federal government and marks the 60 years of public service by Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. And of course they did invite us to nominate one, and we did. Bob McQuillan, involved with the Nautical Day Society, was our recipient. However, we learned subsequently, towards the end of last year, that we could nominate others because some communities had not nominated. And because we have so many hardworking people here in our community and citizens who have made those contributions, Council did resolve a couple of meetings ago in camera to nominate 5 more individuals. So we have handed one of those out already, and that is Beth Burt, who is the staff officer at the 19 Wing Comox, who works with the base commander and has done so various base commanders for the last 15 years, and that was presented at a ceremony at the 19 Wing Comox Officers Mess. We're quite pleased here this evening to award 4 further medals, and we're going to do them individually. And once they're all handed out, we'll arrange for a photo opportunity up front here. And of course, maybe friends and family would like to take photos as well, and you certainly can do so while the individual presentations are taking place. And I've asked members of council who perhaps know the recipients the best to award those. So we'll start with Councillor Barbara Price, who would like to award this to Pamela Mountain.
And so receiving this on behalf of Anne Morton, who could not be here to go on holiday, is Jeanette Levigates from the President of the Union Bay Historical Society. So do come forward, Jeanette. And so I'd like to, first of all, if you would accept this on behalf of Anne Morton, the certificate and the medal. I can't pin the medal on you, the medal's on person. And Pam Morton is the president of the Comox Archives and Museum Society. She has committed heart and soul to Comox and its history. A leading figure in genealogy, her holidays are often Comox fact-finding missions. So it's a great pleasure. I present these to you.
On behalf of Pam, thank you very much. She really does deserve this. She not only works with you people in Comox, but she also works with the museum in Union Bay and is chair of the Historical Society down there. And her passion is really history and research, and she does such a good job.
We're very lucky that
She asked me to thank anyone who recommended her or whatever they should do, and also to thank the committee.
Thank you. All right, our next recipient, Councillor Patty Fletcher.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to present the next Jubilee Medal to Mr. Dave Talbot. Mr. Talbot is not able to be with us here today, but Mr. Neil Crouch, a longtime friend, will receive on his behalf. I just have a few things I'd like to share with you about Mr. Talbot. I've got pages, actually, but I'll spare you all that. And first and foremost, I think Mr. Talbot is best known for his work in initiating the Fiesta World Craft Bazaar. It's a local initiative that celebrated its 20th anniversary last fall. It ensures that global fair trade activities can happen here in the Valley and assist vendors from all over the world. I've known Dave for quite some time, and I've seen his connection to his church. And one of the things I found quite compelling was that he recognized an appeal from the National United Church some years ago to sponsor refugees from Syria, and he did much good work on that as well over the years. He's been a member of the Comox Valley Multicultural and Immigrant Support Society as a board member and past president. He ensures that newcomers to our country are welcomed and that their culture is shared with us. He's been a member of Cairo, a member and a supporter. That's an ecological justice and human rights organization. And as I mentioned, Dave is traveling today, but often when he travels under the umbrella of SERVAS, and that's an international peace organization. He stays with individuals and he welcomes individuals into his home to support world peace. One of the other things that really touched me that Dave initiated some years back was, again, through the Comox United Church, a Rainbows program. And this program is dedicated to supporting children who may have experienced grief and loss in their life. And Dave was a very critical part of ensuring that organization thrives. So you can see he has passion for people, but he also has passion for parks. He's been critical in saving some parkland in our fine town. Kai Bay Park, McDonald Wood Park were two of his initiatives that he supported the community with. And all this time, Dave was an active member of the School District 71. He's an elementary school teacher throughout his life. He's retired now. He's fondly known from many of his students as Mr. Field Trip. He initiated the first field trips to Tribune Bay, which now are in the Scrub School District. He's in salmon enhancement projects. He introduced the children to the Vancouver Island Marmot recycling program. So very well known in his professional field as well. So as I mentioned, he's vacationing in Belize, where no doubt he's on the lookout for another fair trade organization or providing some other kindness or compassion. But Mr. Neil Crouch will accept the award for him today. And,
you just think this is Neil Crouch. That's my buddy Dave. And one of the neat things about knowing a guy like this and hanging around him is people start to associate you with the good things that he does. I've been accused of doing all kinds of wonderful things because I'm helping him. So am I ever delighted to receive this for him. And I'll just tell you 2 sentences worth of just a little glimpse. I took him to Guatemala. I used to take students, and actually he came on one of the trips to work with Highland coffee farmers. And it was right after one of the horrible hurricanes, and there was devastation everywhere. And with the money he had from Fiesta, Dave is just looking for some place to put it, and he wants to help here, and he wants to put a new house here, and he wants to do this. And finally it boiled down to, I think I can help this family. But you can't, in that part of the world, just help one. You have to make it look like everybody's being helped. So he set up, we sat around in the bank a couple of days getting it straight to get an account set up so that it would look like an interest-free loan. That was shared by a whole bunch of people, and he just sat there. I'm almost going to cry thinking. He said, the world is not a fair place. There just is no justice. That's him, right? You know it. That's the guy. So that's what I'm taking.
Thank you. I'd like to now call on Councillor Maureen Swift.
Well, it's my great pleasure this afternoon to be presenting this award to a very good friend of mine who's been a lifelong member of the community and started her work as a volunteer in her early days here with Girl Guides. She doesn't know about this, so this was a surprise for her. She's come from a long-term family, the Anderton family, where she started off her work as a Girl Guide and went all the way through there, and then carried on as a leader of Girl Guides and took many groups across the country and over into Europe. And from there, she continued on and has had a very successful career in the insurance industry here and raised 2 children. And in doing all that, she continued to volunteer in the community in so many ways. She has been a member of Rotary for many years and has gone on to work with the Community Foundation in the very initial stages there. She has then gone on to continue her work with the Hospice Society. And each and every time Audrey gets involved in an organization, she is one of those members that doesn't sit by. She's very active, and before you know it, she's the president. So she's been the president of the Rotary Club, the Foundation, and the Hospice Society that I know about. So it's my very great honor to be presenting this to you. And I actually get to pin this on you today, provided I can. Manage to get it out of the box. So, left hand side, there we are. Very well deserved.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm speechless. Thank you so much to Comox Council and Amy Wells who made this possible. I'm really touched. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Councillor Tom Grant.
Well, last but certainly not least, it gives me great pleasure this evening to award this next medal. For anybody who's been around the political table here for the last 25 years will certainly know this next recipient. Patricia Halliday has been, she was one of the founding members of the Comoxtown Ratepayers Association, and don't be fooled by her gentle manner. She is a fierce protector of our environment. She was a founding member of the stewardship of the Northeast Woods and the Lazo Marsh Society, and a lot of Crown land down there. She has been working tirelessly to protect that. I know her and her husband have worked tirelessly on our last 2 OCPs. And if you know the number of meetings that go on, and anybody who was at those meetings, I'm sure you saw Patricia and Bill Halliday there. So, Patricia, if you'd like to come up, I would be more than happy to present you with this award. Ladies and gentlemen, Patricia Halliday.
I would just like to thank Mayor Ives and the council members for this honour, and I'd like you to know that I received this on behalf of all the dedicated volunteers that I've worked with since 1999. Thank you.
So that concludes the presentations. I know that perhaps the media and others would like to get pictures of the group. Certainly can arrange that now in whatever format. We're fairly flexible this evening with our agenda. We only have the budget to approve. So. But before you do that, I just, on behalf of the council, it was certainly our pleasure to be able to award additional medals because certainly when we found initially that there was going to be one, it was very difficult. To choose one, and then we had alternates in mind, and this gave us the opportunity to award another 5 medals, which I don't think too many communities have done, from what I've gathered across Canada. And we were certainly pleased to be able to do so. And thank you, Council, for your support and for your presentations this afternoon. So however the media or others would like to take photos. Okay, so we'll let you do that in however, whatever format you like.
Yeah, sure, just bring them with you.
Well done, and wear those medals in good health. Good long and prosperous. Take a moment here while the room. I'm much more in your face. By the way, they are fine.
So, how did you get Audrey here?
Not that right. Good trick for me. I need some help. She'll come. Right?
I know.
All right, so we'll carry on with the only other agenda item, which is the third draft of the financial plan and bylaw 1745. Staff have made some final adjustments, hopefully, that council will see fit to approve, and we're looking for a recommendation from the committee of the whole to forward bylaw 1745, which is a Comox financial plan bylaw 2013 to council for first, second, and third readings.
I move that. And I'm going to second that.
Thank you. All right, Tom and then you.
I would just like to thank staff for searching through the last draft of the financial plan and finding the money we needed to give to Sid Williams Theatre in a creative and painless way. So I want to thank staff for that.
Councilman Campbell.
Yes, and it gives me great pleasure to present the award to our staff for finding the means to do that. No, I just echo what Councilor Grant said.
All right, so as indicated in this report, the tax rates bylaw won't be done until towards the end of March after the regional district and other budgets at the school district level are approved, but it certainly gives us certainty going forward, I understand, from the CAO, that once this is approved, then you can go forward with projects and tenders and so on.
Yes, it actually, it's pretty much a 2-month head start over previous years for us to get going on various projects. So we appreciate council's support in this plan, and you'll see works begin very soon.
Good. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion's carried.
Well, noted unanimous.
Well, Larry took all the heat.
We're good. So with that, there's nothing further on the agenda, so a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Move. Second.
Second, all those in favor? Meeting adjourned.
Wow. Oh,